Alright guys, what is up? It is Gnomes. I'm about to join my own game between myself and I guess it will be FleshlessOne. I wasn't sure who it was going to be, and now we know. It is on the KF map. So we do have the slight advantage slash disadvantage for the top player. Advantage being that I get to go first. Disadvantage being that I'm farther away from the font. As we can see here, I'm 7 spaces while he is 5 from his starting position. Now, the battle group that I'm going to be playing is a Fesh battle group that's a mix between SP and SP and Forsaken Waste. Now, how do we want to play this? He is UD, so he's going to be quite aggressive. That means that our Phantasmal Creeper will do him as well, to be honest, right? Yeah, he'll do pretty okay here, I think. We can just hex things and jump back and forth, even though I kind of want to put him down here. And because we get the extra space, we don't need a 7-speeder, so we can actually put him over here. And we get the extra deployment zone now. So now we have 7 spaces, which means that we can now deploy here and next turn get into this middle font with a champion that has only 6 speed. So we're going to actually play it like this. He is UD, and he's going to be playing something aggressive, so we do have to watch out, right? We are generally a pretty slow battle group. That is what Fesh are. But we do have Hex here. Well, there's an alarm. We do have Hex, Commander here. Anyway, so the whole concept behind this battle group, and we'll see if he joins the game. He hasn't done anything yet. The whole idea behind this battle group is really just that you have consume resources and implant. All your champions are Feshes, and you have a few Fesh in SP as well, such as, here we see it right here, the Armored Fesh, for example. Though I don't really like playing the Armored Fesh until I have an okay amount of DMZ, at least that's what I'm theorizing right now, just because I want to create some DMZ. But then later, maybe, if I need some, like a good tank option, then obviously the Armored Fesh is extremely good at 55 health and 3 defense. Let's go ahead. I'm thinking of playing a ranged champion here. What do I have here? Vengeful, Unspeakable. But yeah, I kind of like this. Just getting a ranged champion out. I guess the one misplay here, though, is that the Frighten doesn't really go off too usefully, but I can still get Petrify to go off, so this is fine. And look, as you see, my deployment zone. That is what DMZ is dead magic zone, but that's what I've been saying because this used to be the Forsaken. Actually it's a deployment zone, so just DZ, right? Deployment zone is increasing. We're already now 5 spaces from the map, from the middle font already, and we can play quite passively here. Because we don't have to be too afraid of him taking our fonts because, as I said, we have double consume resources. So if things are needed, we can always just, we're obviously going to be doing something like this here. This is going to be happening no matter what. We have Petrify here if we need to, right? Think about portaling over here too. We could portal here if we want. Just because then I have something in there that cannot really take damage from... Like, the reason I want to go into this font, at least my idea, is that this will turn into a UD font, and that would mean I would take the damage to move in. If I go in like this, he can't deal damage because I'm incorporeal, and I won't take damage from the font. And I can always teleport back here if I need to defend, or just consume resources, like I said. We're going to move up 2 here, though, with our Creeper. Again, we do have that Petrifying Gaze. What I am curious about, though, is because this champion does have counterattack range, I wonder if that will cause Petrifying Gaze to, make damage. Like, will that create, will that deal damage to myself? That's an interesting idea here. So, Debuff Fanatic, kind of scary, but we do have a few ways to stall him, right? We do have this Phantasmal Creeper with the Hex. We do have the Chattering Maw with the Sonic Roar. And then we obviously have the Implant, which can do some really nice damage, really. Just giving me the AP and creating a Fesh that can then also deal damage, right? So, really not bad. He could move down here, like I said, but I'm not too scared of that. I'm not sure if this was the best place for my Phantasmal Creeper. Maybe I should have moved him in a different area, like down here. right, so he's gonna teleport, or he's gonna Manic. And we're gonna make sure to walk out. We're gonna Hex, obviously, with our Phantasmal, and move in with our Chattering Maw. Our Chattering Maw is meant to die, so we're okay with moving him in. Ooh. Nefari Informant was played there. So if he moves 6 spaces, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 turns at least until I have to deploy bot. And like I said, I do have the some of the stuff to deal with him. So we're going to Hex, like I said. Do we Hex him? I think, wait. Ooh, we can just Petrify here. But we do have to watch out here for this Energy Thief, actually. So what we're going to do here is I kind of want to move back 1. It's kind of a, or I move him up till here. Am I out of range of the, let's see. So we're going to Hex him. Move him up here so I don't mess myself up with this Petrify. And we're going to Petrify here. Do I take damage? This is curious. So it does seem I do take damage, but he is now Petrified, right? And now what we can do is actually just, I want to retreat with him, but I can't do it this way because of, actually, we can move up with him. This way, I only lose 1 AP now. I'll just move this way 1. I think that's okay. And we're obviously deploying. Let's see. This champion has the Impatient. How big is our zone? Right here? Okay. I kind of like the magic resistance as well. This is a very good overall champion. We do already have a Wormlord. Let's just get this out. I think this is a good champion to just say, hey, because UD does tend to play a lot of spells. So I think the magic resistance, the healing, and the Fesh is all going to help me here. It does create my DMZ a bit less, though, right? There we go. So now he is Hexed, and he is Petrified. So he's not going to have the best time here. He's going to be like, wait, what do I do now, right? Now, he does have that Informant that moved here. That was last turn. So he's now going to move 6 spaces. So it's from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially right here right now, okay? So we're going to have to keep that in mind. We're just going to say it's right next to the water. The 1 square right next to the water is potentially where he could be. Let's keep that in mind. And then also, if you want to go really in depth into the game, we could say, hey, how much Nora does my enemy have, right? I can now calculate this in a few ways. I could just be, you know, adding up. Oh, look at that. I could be adding up the Nora I think he has. But what I could also be doing is just kind of doing an average depending on how much Nora I think, or how much Nora I have, right? So we have the Creeper out, the Phantasmal Creeper, or wait, 2 Creepers, sorry, the Blinking, the Phantasmal, the Chattering Maw, and the Mika, which it puts me at around, let's see, this is 120 plus another 100 something like that. Ooh, that actually went off. The Manic just went off, which is very interesting. Well, we're definitely going to be using Sonic Roar. Again, we do know he could be here. Anyway, what did he just equip? That's my question. So, Demon Shield, and then we have Red Sands. He's playing a lot of spells, so he didn't play any Red Sands. He played on him. Okay, got it. So that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and Sonic Roar here. I wonder if we can ever get a kill. We don't have... we can move him over here. Because after the Sonic Roar, we're not really afraid of damage. So they're now they both have very little damage. I don't really like the idea of attacking because of the Red Sands, unless I can cleanse. I could think of playing a Speckled Fesh just because of the Nora link. So in case he were to use Sacrifice, I get the Nora back, right? We're going to attack him, though. Just make him nice and low. I'm not going to attack with my Creeper. Like I said, if there's a Sacrifice or something, I don't really feel like putting too many resources in that. I want to be able to deploy next turn, and we can just deploy, like, him, right? He's 52, so we can deploy that bot next turn. So for this turn, we'll just deploy him. I'm thinking, do we need more ranged? We already have one ranged. I think we're okay with ranged here. And then we'll deploy... Can I? No. I sadly cannot do my Sonic Aura this turn if I want to deploy my Fesh. And I really want my Sonic Aura this turn, so I'm going to heal actually here instead. So instead of deploying my Fesh, let's retreat with him too. Just one. We can do two. Just get out of pounce range. Nah. We're just going to do it like this. So now he took 6 damage here. He's at 18 health. He has 8 damage and he has 8 damage, so they're very low. And next turn we can see if we can kill the Deep Elf Fanatic. Again, Deep Elf Informant could be around here. Maybe around, so we was 6 here from here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn we're gonna deploy. He could use a Price of Victory and get into my font, but in that case we can just deploy, right? We are Fesh, so we can just deploy back into the font. We don't have to be too scared of him taking my font, me becoming too far behind. Like if I were not able to deploy here, I would have to be scared because then he can take it and I wouldn't be able to get it back immediately. But because I am Fesh, I don't think I'm too scared of that. So he hits it once. And like I said, next turn, all we're going to do is attack. Oh, wait, is he dead? He's not even dead. Look at this. So now we're going to have an amazing turn here where we're going to hit. It's by a Fesh, right? Or does it say with necrosis? This champion, when a real enemy champion is destroyed by a champion with race worm. Okay, that's good. Good. I just don't want to use. I just want to make sure I don't waste AP here. Do I want to attack with him? No, he's Arrow Eater anyway. Yeah, he's Arrow Eater anyway. I mean, we could attack with him. If we attack with our Blinking Creeper on this Deep Elf Fanatic to get the kill, then we're dealing damage to ourselves. We're dealing 9 damage, but then we can at the very least deploy bot. But I kind of just want to show it off, you know? Like what happens. I find that cool. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Just out of for funsies. So now we get AP, hopefully. Yeah, look at that. 3 AP on all my champions. We are in the Wormlord zone, so we can now just smack, and here we get our... Look at this. It should expand, technically. There we go. And now we can also Hex. And then we can just move him up. Oh, can we get that Nora Globe ever? No, we can't. Actually? Yeah, sure, let's try it. Can we get this Nora Globe? No, we're off, obviously. We're also 9, I'll move here. It's a bit awkward, to be honest, to move like this. But he's hexed, so. And we're gonna deploy, it didn't work, whatever. We weren't able to deploy our Vex, but like I said, we have the deployment zone to be able to deploy in this bottom font. And yeah, so that was really the combo. It's really just implant used with the Chattering Maw is one of the big combos why I like this battle group. You just get 3 AP. 3 AP for 35 Nora plus a champion is kind of insane, right? I mean, it's a summon, but it's a very good summon. So he's over here. So he's not even going for my top font, so I don't have to be afraid of that. Like I said, he is hexed, so he's not doing anything. He will die next turn. The Red Sands will be off the turn after next. Petrifying will come up, and I think we're just winning this quite easily. We even have a heal coming out, and we're just all is good. All is good. Not much he can do here, in my opinion. Champions are just too low value. It's not that I played a very high value thing, but I think I kind of countered him with my Petrifying Gaze and Hexes and Cackles. There was just not much he could do. He maybe should have spread out more. He definitely should not have been in range of the Petrifying Gaze. That was his misplay. He saw, that was what I would call like an easy hit. There was nothing there's no AP gain that I had to use, no movement that I had to use to get that Petrify off. It was just very simple, right? So if he had calculated for that or seen to that not happen, then he would have been doing better. Yeah, this is very low damage. Like I said, it does 8 only. And I don't care if my Phantasmal Creeper dies. Like, that's completely fine. I do want the Nora Globe, though, kind of. You know what? We could even do another implant here. Which we might as well. Alright, so we will hit first. Just to make sure we're not wasting too much AP. Don't really want to hit with him, like I said. I could also just heal and then deploy. But I kind of like the idea. Fine, I won't. I'll play the smart way. Get the kill, get the Norglobe with him. Now he is tough as well. So now he's a rank of tough plus the 3 defense that he already had. We're going to move him out of there, and we're going to just teleport him right here. I do have Commander here, so I shouldn't have gotten out of range of that, but it's fine. Move him up, heal, and now we can deploy something like a ranged champion. This also gives us detection, which is fun. We can also do this, which is fun. And now we're basically deploying in the whole map. We have a 12 damage guy over here. He's not even in range of the commander at the moment. Now he is. He's at 14 damage. We could hit once. It's 9 damage. But he doesn't have enrage. Should I do it? Do I ever double tap here? That's 28. Nah, it doesn't get the kill, does it? Actually, wait. It's 36. No, 14? No, it's a perfect kill, isn't it? Because he does... Is it Aura 2? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a perfect kill, actually. So we might as well do it. It does do a lot of damage to myself, though. So I'm doing 12 plus 12, and then I have double Aura here. So that will get the kill. But I did deal quite a bit of damage to myself, right? So not the best play, but also not the worst. Getting kills is pretty good, generally. I took 9 and 15. So it's about even on how much damage. It is actually exactly even. But whatever. It's fine. I think if I'm winning, I should be going for the kills. And that does cause this deployment zone to increase. So that's also good. And I have healing on the back of it. So I think that was the right play. Against a better player and a better battle group, that might be harder to say if it's worth doing 1-to-1 damage. But I think it is if you're getting the kill. It just means that he can't do as much damage the next turn, right? Forgot about the Demon Shield. Why? I don't exactly know what he means with that, to be honest. Just because he had it on his champion, not on mine, right? Ooh. Alright, that's not too good against me. Just because I am obvious. Oh, god damn it. I forgot my spoon. Alright. Let's see. He does not have it anymore. The red sands is finally gone, or should be. We can hit over here. Let's get in range of commander, though, before we do anything, right? Yeah. We can actually hex there, too, if we need to. We can deploy a paralyze. Pretty good. With the initiative as well. I don't have the flanking though yet. Okay, so he's dead. We're gonna again get the Norglobe with him. Just to get those stacks. He's now at 67 health because of this harvest organs. We can now we're just gonna retreat, make sure we're not in range of having anything die too easily. Could move him down, but we can also just keep him up. It really doesn't matter. We've won the game at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just move him up then. We'll just say our crested Fesh here is lamb to the slaughter, so to say. Say you can die, but I don't want anything else dying or getting hit. And we can just paralyze next turn, and that should be it. Arg. That's my response to you, good sir. Arg. Yeah, and that was the idea behind the battle group. I mean, usually if I'm playing against a good battle group, I would assume I have to use consume resources to like delay the game. Because then what the idea is all of a sudden, right, what happens is I have this kind of a deployment zone, right? And it's kind of mid-game. It's turn 16. It hasn't been that many turns yet, right? But it will be mid-game. I'll have this kind of a deployment zone. But if I consume resources, I can deploy wherever I want, right? I can deploy here. So he can only deploy on his shrine, and I'll be able to deploy where I want. So that's the idea behind the battle group. Plus, obviously, the infest on those short-lived champions is very good. And then that plus, I don't know, anything else the battle group can throw at you. So anyway, GG, good game.